Imagine the silence, just you. And then the unthinkable begins to unfold, a pressure, a discomfort, a dawning, terrifying realization. You might be having a heart attack, and there's no one else there. It's a scenario that chills us to the bone, because in those moments every second is a battle. Many think they'll have time to figure it out, that someone will magically appear. But reality is a harsh teacher. The first few minutes aren't just important. They are everything. What you do or freeze and fail to do can write the end of your story or the beginning of your survival. But here's the truth they don't often tell you. Even in that profound aloneness, you are not powerless. You can fight back. You can survive, but you need the knowledge, and you need to act with a speed and clarity you didn't know you possessed. This isn't just another list. This is your lifeline. 7 critical actions etched into your mind, ready to deploy the instant that shadow falls, when it's just you against the clock. Forget complicated medical jargon. These are raw, practical, life-affirming moves. No special training needed. No miracle cures, just you, your will, and this vital intelligence. Stay with me. We're going to walk through this step by visceral step. How your own body whispers its first warnings. The single most important call you'll ever make. The unexpected ally in your medicine cabinet. How stillness becomes your shield. Small gestures that open doors to help. Your phone, not just a device but a beacon, and the power of your own breath to anchor you in the storm. Don't dare look away. The final steps are the ones often forgotten in the chaos, the ones that could be the slender thread between fading away and fighting another day. The time to learn is now, before your body's desperate signals become a language you can't decipher. Let's arm you for this fight. Your body will try to warn you, not always with the Hollywood chest clutch, the dramatic fall. Sometimes it's a whisper before the roar. That deep, unsettling pressure in your chest, a vice slowly tightening. Richard, 74, felt it as a strange tightness under his collarbone, almost dismissing it as heartburn, until his breath caught and a cold sweat bloomed on his skin. It might not be a constant agony. It can ebb and flow, a cruel trick to lull you into false security. But if it lingers, if it returns, that is your body screaming. Listen, it could be shortness of breath, as if you've climbed a mountain while sitting still. Pain, not just in the chest, but a thief, stealing into your arm, your shoulder, your neck, even your jaw. You might feel lightheaded, the world tilting, nausea, a sudden, inexplicable cold sweat. For older adults, for women, the script can be even more deceptive. Pressure in the back, or what feels like stomach pain. Richard, remembering a crucial piece of advice that not all heart attacks scream with pain, chose to act. That choice, that refusal to ignore the whisper, was his first step towards survival. Don't wait for the thunderclap. The whispers are your first, and sometimes only, chance. If something feels profoundly wrong, especially a combination of these, insidious signals the battle has begun. Don't try to rationalize it. Don't try to be tough. This isn't indigestion. This is your life on the line. Recognizing these signals is your first volley in this fight. Treat every unusual sign with the seriousness of a final warning, because it might be. The moment suspicion takes root, your very next breath, your very next action is a lifeline to the world outside. Dial 911. Don't debate. Don't delay. Don't try to drive. And for God's sake, don't tell yourself you're overreacting. Linda, 78, felt a strange ache in her left shoulder, nausea, a cold sweat. She remembered a nurse's stark advice. Alone and think it's a heart attack. 911 first, family later. She made that call. Paramedics aren't just transport. They are an arsenal of life-saving skill and equipment racing towards you while you're still on the phone. If your heart falters, they can fight for you. You can't walk off a heart attack. Every tick of the clock, your heart muscle starves. Linda's symptoms intensified, but because she called, the team was ready. That call was her victory. Don't be afraid of a false alarm. They would rather arrive to find you safe than arrive too late. Keep your phone within arm's reach, always. If speech becomes difficult, know your phone's emergency call shortcut. It can speak for you. While help is racing towards you, there's a small warrior in your medicine cabinet. Aspirin, not swallowed, chewed, slowly, calmly, even if your hands tremble. If you have a standard 313 milliliters aspirin and no allergies or contraindicating blood thinners, this simple act is a powerful counterattack. Joe, 72, felt the tightness from his chest to his neck. He remembered the aspirin. He chewed one, waiting. Aspirin thins the blood, fighting the clot that's trying to choke off your heart's life supply. Chewing gets it into your system faster, buying precious, irreplaceable minutes. Joe's cardiologist later confirmed that a small chewed pill likely reduced the damage. That little pill, Joe said, stopped it from getting worse. Keep aspirin accessible. Nightstand, kitchen, wallet. Check the expiration. Tell your loved ones where it is. This isn't folklore. It's science practiced by heroes in emergencies worldwide. It's not just a tip, it's a proven intervention. Your heart is in a battle. Don't ask it to fight on another front. Once you've made the call, taken the aspirin, your next command to yourself is deceptively simple. Stop moving, sit or lie down. Find the safest, most comfortable position. This is not the time for pacing, for tidying, for anything but conserving every ounce of your strength. Alice, 81, felt pressure across her chest. Her instinct was to get herself together, to clean. But a doctor's voice echoed, "If you think it's your heart, sit down. Everything else can wait." She sank into her recliner. That stillness, that refusal to exert, likely saved her from a full cardiac arrest. Support your back, feet flat, arms loose. If faintness washes over you, lie on your side, head slightly elevated. Don't power through. That grit serves you elsewhere. Here, it's a gamble you can't afford. If strength allows, after calling for help and settling, one small act can bridge the gap between you and your rescuers. Unlock your front door. It's a welcome mat for survival. Paul, 76, in his condo called 911, chewed his aspirin, and then in under 2 minutes unlocked his door. Seconds matter. A locked door is a barrier, a delay. Forced entry costs time, causes damage, and can startle you when you're most vulnerable. Paramedics told Paul his quick thinking saved them 30 crucial seconds. "The last thing I would have thought of," he admitted, "but it might have been what got me help just in time." If walking to the door feels like a monumental effort, don't. Focus on your breathing, but if you are close, if you feel steady enough, do it. Consider a smart lock, a medical lockbox, especially if you live alone or have mobility issues. It's a message to those coming to save you. I'm ready. I've done my part. In the terrifying quiet of waiting, your phone, now more than a device, is your voice when yours might fail. Switch to speakerphone. This frees your hands, yes, but more importantly, it allows you to focus entirely on your breathing, on staying calm, without the added strain of gripping the phone, holding it to your ear. Susan, 79, passed out just before help arrived. But her phone was her silent advocate. Speakerphone also allows the dispatcher to hear subtle but critical cues. Your breathing, your movements, the tone of your voice if it changes. And then there's your medical ID. On iPhones, accessible from the lock screen. Androids have similar features. This holds your story. Age, allergies, medications, conditions. When Susan was found unconscious, her medical ID told paramedics she was diabetic and allergic to penicillin, information that prevented a potentially harmful intervention and allowed them to contact her daughter. Set this up now. It takes 5 minutes. It lasts a lifetime. Name, birth date, conditions, meds, allergies, emergency contacts. It's not just for the tech-savvy, it's for anyone whose voice might be stolen by crisis. Panic is a tidal wave. Your chest constricts, thoughts race, the world deafens with your own fear. But you have an anchor, a final, powerful tool, your breath. Slow it down. Own it. This isn't about curing the heart attack, it's about calming your besieged nervous system, giving your heart a fighting chance to find a steadier rhythm. Frank, 83, felt like he was drowning in fear when the pain hit, but he remembered a simple breathing exercise from a doctor's visit. He focused. Inhale slowly through your nose. 4 seconds, hold. Exhale gently through your mouth, then 6 seconds, again. This rhythm gives your body an anchor, a focal point against the chaos. It can help prevent your heart from spiraling into dangerous, stress-induced arrhythmias. Frank's heart was still unstable when help arrived, but he wasn't in full arrest. I just kept thinking, stay calm, stay alive, he recounted. Practice this when you're resting, when anxiety whispers, even watching TV. The more familiar the rhythm, the more instinctively your body will find it when the stakes are highest. Your breath won't mend your arteries, but it can buy you precious, life-giving time. It keeps oxygen flowing, helps your heart hold on. Stay still, stay centered, stay alive. Surviving a heart attack alone isn't a lottery. It's about arming yourself with preparation, with awareness, with the courage to take calm, decisive action. These 7 steps, each seemingly small, forge a chain of resilience, a powerful defense. When you stand alone against a formidable foe, recognize the whispers, make the call, immediately, chew that aspirin, find your stillness, open the door to help. Let your phone be your advocate and breathe, control your breath, control your calm. Each action buys you time. Each action gives you back a measure of control. Each one screams a defiant truth. Even when you are alone, you are not powerless. Heart attack can feel like the ultimate terrifying solitude, but these steps are your companions, your strategy, reminding you that even in the darkest moment, you are not truly helpless. Not for a single second. You have the tools. You have the knowledge, and now you have a plan. What resonated most with you? Was there a step that now shines with a new urgent light? How will you weave this knowledge into the fabric of your preparedness? Share this lifeline. Discuss it. It might not just save your life. It could empower someone you care about to save their own.